Hey guys, this is Forte. I know I haven't posted a video for a long time. That's why today's video I'm gonna be posting my entire list. Cause who knows? Like if we take a look, who knows how long this bear market is still gonna go on? We're still below the 50-day moving average. We have got above the 20-day moving average on the SPY. So, but overall we're still kind of on the downtrend. So I'm gonna post all the names that I've been watching, and then I will say, these ideas are not fully ready to go yet, but it's worth keeping an eye and at least be on your watch list, right? The number one is Li, Li. I think this one is so obvious. If we this one is like sticking up like a Thor thumb, right? We're breaking out pretty much from this entire base, and the stock moved from basically 120% in a period of couple weeks. And then we can see on this bar right here, on this day right here, it put in a huge buying volume, like 143 million volume on that week specifically, and usually it gets about 20 to 30 million. That tells me that there are really strong buyers holding the stock up, right? And now if we take a look at on the daily chart, we're starting to form this a little bit of a coil trend line right here, and the 20-day moving average is catching up, and this one is sort of like one of those stock that's sticking out like a Thor thumb, right? Like a sore thumb. Okay, and you have to watch it. It doesn't matter if you're going to trade it or not. I think it's going to be really hard to trade. You can either trade it as it breaks this completely, which is the safest bet, but then you have to need the stock to set up perfectly like this. So please, follow your trading engine, your entry and stop engine, and trade the stock. But keep an eye on it. Some other names I've got is IMXI. I've been talking about this on Twitter quite a bit actually. This stock is also breaking out. It broke out of this little, it's what I call the Darvis box, right? But we broke out of this base right here, and then we form another base right here. Had a quick undercut of the previous low right here, shaking out some of the weaker hands. And then the stock got going and it broke this area. And then right after it broke the high on, about 2 weeks ago, a week ago, right? Right after it broke this high, the stock fall back. That's a really normal action in today's market. Back in the days, in the 1950s, 1980s, it might not be as common, but in 2022 trading, it happens almost 24/7, where it breaks with gigantic volume, and then the momentum continues until we break into all-time highs. And then there's always going to be some sellers coming out. It can be people taking profit. It can be people that are breaking even from here. But there's usually always, people selling nowadays into all-time high, with trading being commission-free and such. Back then when trading had commission and was really expensive, people couldn't afford to make quick trades like this. But nowadays, that seems to be a theme. But I think the stock is still, we're gonna go higher basically, because it's holding at the 20-day moving average. If I'm aggressive buyer on the day that I pull back on big volume, it's a red volume bar, but I will argue that it should be a green one, right? And then that's one of the trade that I've been watching, and it's kind of setting up pretty nicely. Just a really quick, consolidation to inside bars. Within the inside bar, 15-minute looks nice. The 5-day moving average is a little bit coming down, but I think a quick a small position above this will be fine, because the 5-day moving average could quickly turn as the stock moves higher. And then another name I want to take a look at is EVH. It's almost the exact same thing. The stock is breaking out of this gigantic, not gigantic, but base since 2015, and then same exact thing happened to this. And what's the other stock I was talking about? The previous one, IMXI, where we broke into all-time high right here. We literally, quickly pull up, and then it came all the way back. Same idea. And then now we found buyers at a 20 and a 50-day moving average. And then, we kind of recover pretty strongly, and I could see this thing still head higher. And once again, we broke, pretty much into all-time high with really high volume once again. And then we sold off, after we break out. It's pretty common. Another name I want to look at is CIFD, and this is kind of an early entry, and it's a stock that's already near the all-time high since the 2000, right? And we kind of consolidated at this high area. last time in 2000, when the bubble popped, the stock recovered all the way here, and we have formed a pretty nice pattern. You could call this a little cup, right? A cup and a handle, right? This is kind of a rough drawing, but whatever. We broke above that. We're above all the key weekly moving averages, and we're above all the daily daily moving averages, the 20-day, 50-day, and 200-day, and we're breaking above the consolidation inside the range right here, right? If we take a look at the stock, we are the all-time high is about 20% away, which in this market, it's really, I would say it's really, how do you say it? It's, how often do you see a stock that's only 20% or 13% actually away from its high, right? A lot of the stock are 70, 80, 90% away from its high. That's the market we're in. And this one is showing great strength and trades really low volume. So you guys want to be really careful on this one. But this one looks really good, okay? Another stock I want to look at is VRRM. Let's see. It has a really good weekly chart breaking out of this base right here. And it just, I think I want to see this thing break above this high at least, right? This high will pretty much take away, get this thing out of the range that it's been consolidating in, which is right here. But I would put an alert in because I don't this is far from ready yet. But I will keep an eye on this one. Another stock is EMPH. Same idea. I want to see this thing break this high right here. And we've tested 1, 2, 3 times already and failed. I actually traded. I actually traded how many times? I have traded the stock, I think I've traded twice, I remember, but I don't remember when I got it. I'm not in the stock anymore. I'm just waiting for it. I timed it wrong, so I'm waiting for it to set up even better. And if you take a look at the weekly chart, it's kind of, it's one of the stronger ones, right? Out there, it's the market corrected a lot, and this one barely, correct too much. And some other stock I have it is that I have on my list. I'm trying to give you guys the best one that I have on my list. Seagen, this one on the weekly chart, we can see that it's breaking to all-time high. I don't really like it too much because I think like this right here is November, right? So it pulled back with the market, and we pulled back about how much? 45%, which is quite a bit. And then we did undercut this low right here, and then I missed the entry right here. But that's pretty much all there is to it. I missed the entry, and now it's setting up another one on the daily chart, right? But it's not my favorite. It's these kind of patterns are pretty prone to failure, in my opinion. Like the short 1, 2, 3 week. I want to see at least one more week of consolidation. Also, it is a biotech, so I'm not a big fan of these. One of the, like in the last video I mentioned, Funko is also extremely strong, but it's kind of hard to trade. This one keeps on pulling back after making moves. So you have to be quick. But I think I want to see this thing set up a little bit more. This is not really a good consolidation. I want to see more of a, more of a constructive pattern, especially on the daily chart. And it's really hard for me to trade this. Now, some of the, names I want to mention, I kind of missed is, it trades way too low volume, but it's gotten going, so I missed it. It is what it is. It's G-Sun, Golden Sun. It's one of the Chinese stock that I've been looking at. It's looking kind of insane if you ask me about it. Like, look at this. But yeah, that's pretty much all the names I have on my list. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Follow and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and check the description. And that's it. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. And trust me, I'll make a video once the market starts turning well. Right now, it's still kind of we're in a rough area. A couple more names I want to keep an eye on is DQ. It's another Chinese name. I'm not a big fan of it. JKS, and I think that's it, because Chinese stocks are turning up. This is the Chinese index. Excuse me. Well, the Nasdaq and everything, this stock already put in a 3 week, couple of consolidation. Put in a, what is it? Has held up and never broke this low for 4 months already. So keep an eye on Chinese names. That's something to keep an eye on. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.